NBA sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Jackson looking to throw right away. It's brought in by Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Love this look to start the ball game. They empty the backfield right away. And that's going to put some early stress on both their offensive line and on the secondary. And here, they get the completion and a quick first down.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Ravens at 6-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Jackson now. He gets it complete to Harris. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 2. You look at the Steeler defense. Well, they've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bailey. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Our first carry for Najee Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Prescott on first down. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll get this down to the 38. These two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. From the 38 now, here's a second down and 6. Here's Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup on the 11 at Baltimore first down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles. But I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it. And even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mike Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. But it was well executed.
Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll run again with Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
The coverage we just saw right down on 3rd down. Dime defense. Looking in the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
And this returnable for Harris.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5.
Now Jackson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold. Everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Smith in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Fighting it off. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Second and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
1st down, Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Jackson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Prescott to throw it.
He finds Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That went down the field for Freiermuth. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Prescott now. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Prescott.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Smith will come in motion right. Running the jet sweep as Prescott got the 35 before he's taken down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Prescott now from the 50. Here's Freiermuth again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down, Prescott. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Oh, this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Prescott. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dak Prescott. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He gets it complete to Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Go.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Give running right is Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person.
And now off to the races, down the right side, inside the 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. Now Lamar changing the play. In motion left, the tight end. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Ravens 23, Steelers 8.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And got his man complete. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out and if you're a defender on the way. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He finds Pickens over the middle. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 30 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. Now Dak. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. It's brought in by Harris. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD,